Hi Flosstube, it's Nicole Buckeye Stitcher. Welcome back to my channel. I am here for my end of December 2019 update. Today's the 23rd. I know there's still a week left in the month, but I don't foresee any changes between now and then. I had time and good lighting, so I'm filming today. This is also my 3-year Flosstube anniversary month. I started making videos 3 years ago at the end of December. So I cannot believe that I have been doing this for 3 years, because if you watched my first video, I said I was never going to do it. And I can't believe I've been doing it for 3 years, so that's exciting. I don't have a whole lot to show. I made a couple purchases. I've received a few gifts. I've only worked on one project. But let's rewind to the beginning of the month so I can give you some updates. At the beginning of the month, my sister and I took our mom to the Biltmore mansion in Asheville, North Carolina for her birthday. Her birthday was actually in September, but we wanted to take her when it was all decorated for Christmas because it's so beautiful. We got to tour the house during the day. There were 55 Christmas trees throughout the 250-room house. And then we also got to go back at night, which was cool because there was just a different ambiance. The fireplaces were all lit, so it was pretty cool. The house was built by George Vanderbilt. He's the grandson of Cornelius Vanderbilt, who was a multimillionaire in the 1800s. He made his money in the railroad. And George had tons and tons of money, and so he built this gigantic house on 125,000 acres. The property is still owned by his descendants. The 4th and 5th generation own it. It's 8,000 acres now. They donated a lot of the property to the forestry service. There are a couple hotels on the property, a number of shops, and some restaurants. I loved it. I love the history of it. Some interesting things we learned. So the house opened in 1895. That's when it was completed. It has 33 bedrooms, 43 bathrooms, and that was at a time when most people didn't have one bathroom in their house. It also had electricity, including in the indoor swimming pool. It had underwater lighting, and it was heated. So it was really cool to see how people lived back then. Most people didn't live like that because he had so much money. But it was very, very awe-inspiring, just the grandness of it. The property is self-sustaining, so they raise their own chickens, beef, they have sheep. They have pigs because there are, I think, 8 restaurants on the property. They also have a big venue that you could have weddings or corporate parties. So it's all self-sustaining. The conservatory and the gardens are still operated, so everything that's decorated with live plants comes from the property. So it was very, very interesting. So hopefully you enjoyed the pictures. While I was there, or actually on the way there, I drove from here to North Carolina. It's only about 6 hours, so I knew I was going to be able to stop at Sassy Jack's in Weaverville. Just made 2 purchases. I purchased Souvenirs of the Heart Home for Christmas by Brenda Gervais and Erica Michaels' Christmas Berry. I think I'm going to stitch this and not make it into a berry. I think the berries are kind of cute, but they're not my favorite, and I certainly don't intend to try to finish it into a berry. I think Ann Thompson at Shepherd's Needle had talked about doing these, and she showed some that she hadn't made into berries yet, and they would be fine to make like into an ornament or, a small pillow. So I think I'm going to make it and see what it looks like without becoming a berry. Oh, and then I did buy one thing at the Biltmore that was cross-stitch related. They actually had a number of cross-stitches. So this is by the Posey Collection. They do tons of historical cross-stitch pieces. I've actually stitched a couple, Mount Vernon and Monticello. But this is the Biltmore, just a part of it decorated for Christmas with Santa in the background. I saw this stitched in the store. It was very cool. They did have one of the whole house. It was going to have to be like probably this big because there was so much detail. The house has so much detail. There was tons of backstitch. So that little piece is going to be fine for me. I feel like there's more I wanted to say about the Biltmore, but I'm never very good at like anticipating what pictures I'm going to show where, so maybe I'll do some editing. Okay, I have a fully finished item. So this is the Sue Hillis Goodnight. I had it finished into a pillow by one of the finishers at Keepsakes. So it has a little pom-pom trim and some plaid fabric on the back. The little reel keys are super cute. So I'm very happy with this. I have it in a little Christmas bowl that's full of ornaments. So it's cute. Okay, I worked on one thing since the last time you saw me, and one thing only. This is where I am on the Alessandra Adelaide Wishes piece that I'm stitching for my sister for Christmas. If it were just this ball, I would have it done. There's a little bit more gold that has to be filled in here and a little bit more red here. However, this is supposed to look like a big ornament. So on the rest of this fabric is the little hanger of the ornament and then a big bow, which is all going to be in gold. And I chose to stitch all the gold with a strand of DMC and a strand of Petite Treasure braid. So it's slow going. I stitched this on 32 count platinum linen, and I have until this Saturday to finish it. So if you remember last time I said I'm not going to get it done for Christmas, I'm not going to see my sister at Christmas this year because I didn't go home. My sister's going to her in-laws out of state. Our brother gets married at the weekend, this weekend, so I didn't go home for Christmas. I took all the presents home at Thanksgiving, and this was never going to be done by Thanksgiving. And then about a week or two after Thanksgiving, my brother-in-law said, "Why didn't you guys just exchange gifts at the hotel for the wedding?" Duh. So I have until the 28th. I have today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and I really don't think I'm going to get any stitching done Thursday. Friday, we're going up to Columbus where the wedding and dress rehearsal and all that is, which is about an hour and a half away. That was a long way of saying I don't think I'm going to get it done. I'm pretty darn close, though. That's all I've worked on. Okay, gifts I received. Kittens are being bad. They just knocked over the little holders that have our stockings on them. So it's normally nap time right now, but I'm in a new position. I moved a bunch of stuff to get here because I wanted to have a holly jolly background. And so they're like all out of sorts because stuff is different. So they're racing around here like mad. I can't believe somebody didn't launch into my lap. Okay, I received a few gifts. Also, thank you to everyone who sent me Christmas cards. I love getting mail of any kind, but especially Christmas cards. So every day when I got home from work, I couldn't wait to come in and see how many cards I'd gotten and from who. So if you sent me a Christmas card, thank you so much. I received this sweet little pillow from Diana at Itiskismet. She said it's a Snowflower Diaries freebie. So I actually have this in the big bowl, in the basket with this piece. So thank you, Diana, for that. It's very sweet. I also received an ornament from Pam, Stitching Between the Lines. This little snowman is super cute. He's very sweetly finished. So he needs to go back on the tree. I got from KraftnKris in Canada. She's makes project bags. I'll list her Flosstube channel below, and I'll list her Etsy shop. She made this fabulous bag for me, which will definitely carry over into winter. It's not super Christmassy, I don't think. But it's kind of like this blue-gray fabric, which really makes those red berries pop. And I love it. And then she also included these little coasters that she made that have a little tea bag tucked in them, which I think is a fabulous gift idea for anybody who's a tea drinker. It's Christmas fabric on the back, and then a little need reminder. There was also chocolate included in the bag, but that's gone. So thank you, Kris, very much for the gifts from Canada. I also received some gifts from Australia. So Michelle Mitchstitch sent me this fabulous project bag. Look at those little birds. There's a galah. I love how huge this bag is. And I totally just blanked on who makes the bags. I'm so sorry. I'll list it right here below, and I'll list your Etsy shop below. But thank you so very much for thinking of me, you guys, when you saw this fabric. This little, here, we're going to do this here. So the bag has a KreativeKurator tag on it. Not tag, zipper pull with a little Christmas tree. And it's scarlet and gray. Love it. And then Michelle also sent me, that was made by KraativeKurator, this little scissor fob, which I just stuck here just so I wouldn't lose it till I could get to a different pair of scissors. It's got a little hummingbird charm on it. and it's got little red accents. I have been wanting one of these for a long time, but I didn't want to order just one thing from Australia, so I was hoping that when Michelle sent my Christmas gift, it would have one of these, and it does. It has two. So thank you, ladies, for contributing to Michelle's gift. So inside this bag was a little notions bag in the same fabric. She sent me some color streams. These are cottons, I believe. Yeah, 2 color streams cottons. Very summery. She sent me a, this is cotton as well, CGT hand-dyed. I believe the color is Mason. Yeah, I think that's the color, Mason. That's very pretty. It's a little bit more muted in the video than it is in real life, but it is muted, so that's pretty. Then she sent me JaysXstitch. This is cotton, and it was a special from the Mittagong Stitchers Retreat, which was the retreat that Michelle and Carrie from KreativeKurator hosted. So bright reds, I love it. Definitely some variegation in there. I will list JaysXstitch Etsy shop below as well. So it was very fun to get all these things from Australian designers. Does this have, this is colorstreams.com.au. What else is in here? Oh, Once Upon a Needle Minder. And I think these are from Once Upon a Needle Minder. So these are stitch markers, little Christmas stitch markers. So those are super cute. It's Once Upon a Needle Minder. I'll hold that there for a second, but you can pause it too if you're interested. Okay, so that was everything from Australia. So that was exciting. And then I got a package from Kathleen'sTroddenTrail, and she sent me a bunch of little goodies, cute little socks and hedgehog-related things. But the best thing that was included was this amazing hand-hooked rug. I don't know how we're going to do this. I may have to back up. So I'm calling this my Gray Baby rug. I don't know what it's really called. I have no idea who the designer is because I don't hook. I love it. It is very representative of what's happening at my house because Gray Baby just can't help himself. Isn't it amazing? So I don't know where I'm going to put this. I think I'm going to have to hang it in future years because Gray Baby laid on it right away. I laid it out on the kitchen table to take some pictures of it, and Gray Baby laid on it right away, and he minded his manners and slept on it for a while. But his favorite thing to eat is wool. I shouldn't say that because he's eaten plenty of cotton, but wool really gets him, like that wool sweater. I bought a pair of socks that were wool that were supposed to be a gift that he ate, but he's also eaten lots of DMC skeins. My sock was cotton, so I guess I can't say that he's specific to wool, but I'm scared to death that he's going to eat this thing if left unattended. Look at that, Gray Baby. So, and then after he finally got off of it, Wyatt jumped on it and sniffed it and then immediately started scratching. And Kathleen said it's very easy to fix if they snag it. They're very durable, but if it gets eaten, it can't be fixed. So she told me to hang it on the wall. I think for this year, I have it upstairs in a place where I can see it, but it's not like down on the floor. And then next year, when I'm decorating for the season, I'm going to hang it on a wall in the hallway. So thank you, Kathleen, for this beautiful handmade gift. I love it. I love it. Okay, I have one StitchCon announcement, and then we're going to keep going on. The StitchCon wait list closes at midnight Eastern Standard Time, December 31st. So we closed it last year at December 31st. We're going to close it this year as well. The StitchCon website is listed below. And that's all I have for StitchCon. Okay, that's everything for the end of this year. I plan to do a 3-year giveaway, but it's going to have to wait until the beginning of 2020 because I'm just not prepared. I didn't come up with any fun ideas. Stitch Away Retreat happens the middle of January, and there's always trunk shows, so I may find some fun things there. I just haven't had time to plan. December's been a very busy month. As far as stitching for next year, I really want to get projects I already have in the works finished. As much as I love starts, as much as I plan on having a January 1st start, I really want to get things done. So I'm going to show you, I just ran upstairs before I started filming and grabbed as many as I could of projects that are still in the works. I know that there's more that I didn't bring down here. So I really want to get these done and kind of start fresh for next year. I don't have my January 1st start picked out yet. I don't want to commit to anything on this video. I haven't really had a chance to look through things. So I'm not going to show that, but I am going to show a few things that I want to get finished. So one thing I would like to get finished that I started this year, this is by the Trilogy. It was a kit. It's called Frightfully Fun. This is as far as I've gotten. Oh. So that is mostly fill-in at this point. I should be able to get that done. There's wrestling going on my feet. I started this back in May with Melly Ellie. This was a birthday start, and I just haven't gotten much done. This is Wordplay by Brenda Gervais. It's May. That's my birthday month. And this is as far as I've gotten. Not very. This is 36 count, something I can't remember. And I doubt I wrote it down because I'm just not very good. As many notebooks as I buy and as many times I say I'm going to keep track of what I stitched on when, it never happens. I'm so good for like 3 months and then it goes away. The next one, I did not bring the progress down because it's on scroll frames and it was stacked with stuff. So I just brought the pattern. I'm not very far with it anyways, but this is the Sue Hillis 'Twas the Night. I'm stitching this on an opalescent. I think I have St. Nicholas and maybe this soon would be line done. So maybe I can get some good work done on that at Stitch Away because it's kind of mindless. What's in here? This is a Classic Colorworks and Little House Needleworks combo called North Pole Express. It's not big or involved. It's just, I don't know, I just can't get going with it. So that's as far as I've gotten. It's super cute. It's only got like 5 colors. It's not difficult. You just need to focus. This one I've had going forever. And I love it. I just, for some reason, there's so many color changes, I can't get into it. This is Primrose Needleworks Autumn in New York. So cute. I've worked on this a little bit this year, but not much. Oh man, this is super wrinkly. That's as far as I've gotten. Doesn't look very autumny in that picture. It looks kind of springy and maybe fall because she's got her little boots on. So I'd like to get some work done on that, but it's kind of fussy. This is my Mirabilia Winter Garden. This was a stitch along with Kathleen. I think she is way far ahead than I am. That's as far as I've gotten on that. I still have the Riolis Hedgehogs to work on. I still have the Riolis Cat in Winter or Cat in Snow. I know there's other projects because I think I'm still in the teens. So, gotta get that Christmas ornament done. I want that Christmas ornament. If it's not done for the wedding, I want it to be done by the end of the year so that I can start fresh with getting all these things finished. So, that is the end of my update. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed and liked and left comments. I love the comments. Thank you to all the new subscribers this year and to everyone who has continued to watch over the past 3 years. It is very much appreciated and very surprising that I'm well over 3,000 subscribers in 3 years. So thank you very much. I hope everyone has a safe and happy holiday season, and I will see you next year. Goodbye.